Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, student. So today is the lecture 4 of Introduction to Computing course. Today we are going to study application softwares in detail. So with that, let us see what are the objectives of today's lecture. We are going to identify the different categories of application software, explain why software is distributed, explain how to start and interact with application software, identify the key features of widely used business programs, identify the key features of widely used graphics and multimedia programs, and identify the key features of widely used home, personal, and educational program. We are also going to study the types of application software used in communication and discuss the advantages of using application software on the web. And then we are going to, at the end, we have time, we are going to describe the learning aid available for the application software. So what is application software? So application software is a program that performs specific task for the user. Like we use many types of application softwares. There are business types of application software, graphics and multimedia. There are application softwares for home and for personal use, for educational use. But remember, application software are installed on top of system software. First, you have to install a system software, for example, an operating system, for example, a Windows operating system, Windows 10 operating system on your computer system. System software interacts with the hardware, it controls hardware, it manages hardware, it controls the different resources of your computer system. And then on top of that system software, we install application software. Now there are various types of application software, as I said. And application software are computer programs that perform specific tasks for the user. For example, I'm using Camtasia Studio to record this video, so that is application software. I'm using a video player, a media player, an audio player. I'm using a Microsoft Paint, I'm using a snipping tool, I'm using Zoom tool, I'm using calculator, like integrated software, for example, spreadsheet, databases, personal finance. So all these are the types of the application software. So there are thousands of application softwares. The first category is the business application software. In business, we use word processing in order to write letters, memos, to write drafts, to write books, etc. We use spreadsheet, databases, presentation graphics, person information manager, PDA software suite like word processing, spreadsheet, presentation graphics, PIMS, etc. And we use software to manage the project, software for accounting purpose. And then there are different types of application software for image processing, for graphics, and for multimedia, like computer aided design, desktop publishing for the professional, Paint, image editing for the professional, video and audio editing, multimedia authoring, web page authoring. So all these are under the category of graphics and multimedia. And then we also have a home, personal, and education application software that we can use in home for personal use and for educational purpose, like integrated software such as word processing, spreadsheet, and databases, personal finance software for legal matters, text preparation, desktop publishing used for daily utility tasks, print, image editing for personal use, clip art, image gallery, home design, landscaping, educational software for educational purposes. For example, we use Google Group, we use Schoology, and there are like other types of software like YouTube is also used for educational purpose, and entertainment software. All these comes under the category of application software. Now the fourth category of application software are used for communication purpose, like your email program. It can be, for example, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, whatever you use, chat room, like for example WhatsApp, Viber, and other types of chat application software, file transfer protocols, FTP, instant messaging, web browser is a type of application software, video conferencing, telephone calls, news groups, message boards, etc. So these are the types of application software that comes under the category of communication. So why and how software is distributed? Like, what is the purpose? Why do we distribute a software? We distribute a software because people have to use it. People want to use it. So softwares are normally distributed in CD-ROMs, in DVDs. Nowadays, they are like oftenly downloaded from the internet. Software are packaged first. There are like custom software that you can install and then change, customize. There are sorry for that. There are shareware distributed free for trial purpose. Freeware are like copyrighted software provided at no cost, whereas shareware are distributed free for only trial period. So they are not completely free, and they are public domain software. They are freeware with no copyright restriction. So you can buy different types of application software online. If you go like this is an example of different application software that you can buy online, and like you can then download them, install them. You also have witnessed in Google Play Store that there are various types of softwares or mobile apps that you can download. Some are free of cost, for some you have to pay, but it's up to you which one you need and like, and like what is the purpose of installing that software. So once again, just as in the previous lecture, we said that first you have to install system software, and then application software interacts with that system software. So system software is our program that controls the operation of a computer. So for example, Windows 10, Macintosh operating system, device drivers, etc. all are the example of system software. They serve as an interface between user, the application software, and the computer's hardware. So here you can see, if you want to use the printer, first you have to install drivers, which are type of system software. Once you install them, then application software interacts with them, and then you use the hardware resource. Now, how do you start an application? So it's very simple nowadays. You just have to click the start button, point to all the programs, and click the name of the application or the app. The program instructions are loaded into the main memory. So here you can see, first you click the start button, and then after clicking the start button you have various options, and these are mostly the application software. So for example, you click on this paint option or software, then it will be launched and it will be loaded into the main memory, and then you can interact with it. And there are various other types of application software. For example, I use LaTeX for my research purpose. I use Anaconda for machine learning, and I use Microsoft Office, and like in Thought Canopy again for machine learning. There are like thousands of software, and it depends upon you how you use it, how you need it, like why do you need it, and like it will give you a great help. That is what is for sure. So there is normally a term window. So what is a window? So window is a rectangular area of the screen that display a program, data, or information. So for example, this is a window. On top you can see a menu bar, a title bar, and then here you can draw something, and this is mainly called window. So there can be many windows on your computer screen, so it's up to you. Now there is another term. What is a dialog box? It is a special window that provides information, present available option, or request a response. So this is a dialog box. It is related with the printer. If you want to add this printer, so you just select that printer, click OK, and it will tell you how many copies you need. So whether you want to collate or uncollate, so it's up to you. And then you click print. So normally dialog box is there to communicate something to the user, or allow something, prompt user to enter some information or select some information, some option. So just as I said, business softwares that assist people in becoming more effective and efficient. For example, you can see we have word processing software like Microsoft Word, Sun Office, Star Office, Corel, Word Perfect, and then we have different type of spreadsheets, databases, Microsoft Access, Sun, Star Office, Base, Corel, Paralogs, Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft Visual, Fox Pro. We have presentation, graphic software, personal information manager, PDF software, software suite like Microsoft Office, and then we have project management software like Microsoft Project, Primavera, SureTrack, Project Manager, and accounting software. So it's up to you which one you need and which one you like, and you can like download it, buy it, then install it and run it. So we have already discussed about the word processing software in the class. So what is it? You know that it allows user to create and manipulate text and graphics. So this is a simple window where you can enter text. You can also insert figures or graphics. Then you can give it a caption. You can insert clip arts. So then what is a clip art? Clip art is a collection of graphics that you can insert into the document. So this is a clip art. It represents some mountain. So they are not real pictures, but you use it to convey some message to the user. So there are so what are the popular word processing features? So why do we use word processing software, and what are its features? You can use it to autocorrect your text, auto format, for collaboration, for inserting columns, for grammar checking, now macros are an advanced topic that I'm not going to discuss. You can mail merge, mail your text, you can insert smart tags, insert tables, you can use already developed available templates, you can use thesaurus. Again, thesaurus is like finding the meaning of a word. You can track your changes. That is very effective when like your supervisor is tracking changes and telling you what to do. You can also perform voice recognition. You can give command using your voice, and you can also use it for web page development. But nowadays, these word processing softwares are rarely used for web page development. There are some specific software for web page development that you use. Okay, with that, give me some time because I'm going to look for the time. Okay, still we have 7 minutes. All right, so let me put it over there. Okay, so now what is a font? Like you have to sure about like what is a font, what exactly it means. So a font is a name assigned to a specific design of a character. So for example, this is 28 point Times New Roman. So Times New Roman is a font. Arial is a font. It's like bold, italic, underline. So text having different shape, giving different shape to a text is called font. Font size specifies the size of a character in a particular font in point. A single point is about 1/72 of an inch in height. Font style adds emphasis to the fonts such as bold, italic, and underline. That what you people already know. So what is a file? A file is a name, collection of data, instruction, or information. Each file has a file name. So you always store that file in order to reuse it in the future. And now voice recognition is now commonly used. So what is voice recognition? The computer capability of distinguishing between the spoken words. So you give commands through your words. So this is an example how to configure voice recognition. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5 and 6. So in step 6 you just click on dictation to instruct the program. You will be dictating and then say apartment for rent, and then apartment for rent is directly written here. And then step number 2, you give a voice message to instruct the program. You will be issuing commands, and then you say center. So apartment for rent is aligned at the center, and then if you say all, it will be selected. And then you if say like impact, and then say font size. So font size will have like a font of impact, and it will be larger in size. And then you can say 48 and say font color. So the size will be 48 and font colors will be appear, where you can select any color. So if you say blue and then say end, so font apartment for rent will be changed, the color will be changed to blue. So this is how you interact or instruct computer through your voice, and this is what voice recognition means. So it's up to you. If you are comfortable in using voice recognition features, you can use it. Otherwise you can just use click, point and click, use your touchpad or mouse, whatever. Now what is a spreadsheet? Spreadsheet, like for example Microsoft Excel, which we already like discussed in the class, organizes data, performs calculation and recalculates when data changes. So for example, this is A1 plus B2 cell. So they are multiplied by C12. So what happens here? So first like you multiply B2 with C12 because multiplication has higher priority over the addition, and then addition is performed. Similarly, this operation is performed, but if you want to give a priority to a particular operation, you can enclose it in the curly braces. So this operation will be performed first, and then multiplication will be performed, E2 multiplied by F12, and then the addition. So if you want to sum the data from cell C12 to Y12, so you can give this command separated by colon. So you will see that the data inside cell 12 and Y12 will be added. So this is an example of spreadsheet. How the spreadsheet is organized. It is normally organized into columns and rows. The columns are identified by letters, whereas rows are identified by numbers. A cell is interaction of a column and a row. So here you can see that this is your spreadsheet. We have already discussed many other examples. So still, if you want to learn about spreadsheet, I have shared a link in the Google group. So you can go to that link and you can like practice. You can download different Excel spreadsheet samples and practice, watch videos or read text. So it will be very much beneficial for you. And then we have some built-in functions that you can use in order to perform a specific calculation. So function is a predefined formula that performs common calculation. So for example, if you are adding the content of cell C4, C5, C6, C7 and C8, you write C4 plus C5 plus C6 plus C7 plus C8. But the function, like sum function, will perform the same task if you pass these two arguments separated by column. So the data from C4 up to C8 will be added and will be replaced by this sum function. So there are different financial, date, time, mathematical, statistical and logical functions that you can use. Some of them we have used in the class, like for example average, count, max, min, standard deviation. Logical, we have also used logical function and mathematical function. Date functions are also available, and financial function, people related to finance etc. field can use them. So in order to display your data or in order to like display your information, so charting is a very helpful, useful option. Allows you to display spreadsheet data in a graphical form, because why it is important? Because it can easily be interpreted, it can easily be understood. So if you need it, you just select your data range and click on insert chart, so that chart will be inserted. So with that we are going to discuss database software. The database course is not like in the scope of this course, but at abstract level we are going to discuss it. It allows you to create and manage data. If you have a large amount of data, we create database. We can add, change, delete, and sort and retrieve data. The example of database softwares like database management software is Microsoft Excel, Oracle, MySQL Workbench, MySQL Server, and there are like SQLite for Androids, Room, etc. There are different types of database software as well that you can use. So normally this is an example of a database. Now the main component is a table that contains record. A record is a row. It's usually a unique row in a table that contains information about a given person, product, or field, or an event. A field is normally attribute or column or a feature in a table that contain a specific piece of information within a record. So this is an example. We have these rows 101, 108, 202, and then we have these attributes or column names which represent the attributes of a person, product, or an event. So with that, I'm going to stop here because we are running out of time. I hope that today's session was helpful. If you have any query, any question, you can ask it on the group. I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.